it's time for some American football here in the Spanish capital of Madrid. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Madrid. Here comes Malik Washington. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Unfortunately, those injuries returned last season. Katie played his fewest games since his rookie season 11. It was pretty obvious, too. Those Dolphins, 6-5 with him, 2-4 without him. He's a difference maker.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Taking a shot on the first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
44, ready. 22,
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Nice ride forward, halted after a couple of yards. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, ready.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Here we go on 4th down, Tagovailoa. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Come on,
they've got a man in motion.
60 red. 60 red.
They go play action on 1st down. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Ready?
Back now, pressure coming. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. He finds the rookie from Virginia Tech. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on 4th down, on comes Matt Gay to try the field goal for the Commanders. This is a 48-yard look for him. Gay's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Ready, ready.
Read option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Robinson on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
They're going play action. with a sack to bring around third down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Black, 95. Set.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Eskridge to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, team. Ready,
They'll start the drive with Achan. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down carry for Achan. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
They're right here. Ready, team. Out.
Staying on the ground here with Achan. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Achan again on 2nd. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Ready. Out.
And they just get the play off. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. And they've left their offense out there, and they're going for this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more from the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it. And I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
First down, here's Tua. That one connects. And in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a second quarter lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
Patterson takes on the extra point, and the Dolphins take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 3.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Shoots away from one. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Back out on the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Here's Mariota now. Finds him over the middle. Free inside the 30. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here we go. Go. 52 blue. Sack.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Matt Gay to try the field goal for the Commanders. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Gay's kick is good, and that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
On 1st down, they're gonna start out with Achane. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
And stick with Achane. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
3rd down run from Achane. He's out near midfield and still going. 30, 20, 15. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead to 7. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins grow their lead to 8.
14. Commanders 6.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
10, ready, go!
Starting on the ground here, Krosky Merritt. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Ready up.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Set, ready. Blue, 32. Set.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. And that one's going to back the offense up just a bit here.
Holding offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Set. Ready.
Mariota to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
86. Zach Ertz. A gain of 7 brings up.
Now Mariota. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
A loss of 6 yards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch. Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here.
Ready. 22. Out.
Achane, a first down carry. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
22. What's that?
Tua out of the pistol. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And I'm sure it altered the throw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And they could really use a good one here. A little Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Mariota. Has a man, it's Ertz. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Ready.
Mariota. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Set. Ready. 50. Cut.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Held in by Lane. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Commanders will have a first.
Down. Set.
From the red zone on 1st. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Zach Ertz. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ready.
At the 4.
Mariota. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point.
Commanders 13.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Look at that power, deep left side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our 3rd quarter. Wish we had more, Brock, but still a couple of quarters left to play here in Madrid as we are underway in our second half. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. Out comes the offense from Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit.
Ready, set.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready, cut.
Crosby-Merritt on his own read. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewer, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here we go. Cut.
Throwing is Mariota. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. for the second straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Got to figure out this third down here.
Set, hut. 45.
Third and long for him here. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Commanders ready for the punt. His work begins at the 31. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Ready. 22.
There's A-Chain up the middle. Fights his way through a tackle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
44. Ready. Out. Hut.
Check again. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
They're right here. 22. Out.
It's A-Chain, the inside give. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. It's Bobby Wagner.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yarder. The kick by Patterson is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
Kicking team.
Well, gotta imagine he's gonna be headed to the kicking net after that one, right, partner? Work on how he's striking that football. That was a considerable miscue right there.
Set, ready. 52 blue. Ready.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On the ready.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back now, pressure coming. Able to find Ertz. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Back to throw, Mariota. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. The Miami offense headed out there now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They've got first down from the 31.
Hey, get safe.
Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. They've got first down from the 31.
Go ahead. Out.
They'll hand it off to Achane. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Achane gets it. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. It's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So we're through 3 here. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down.
All right. Out.
Tagovailoa back to throw. Dulcich hauls it in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
46-yard line.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Jay.
Tagovailoa on first down. That one is incomplete. Come hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Third down, Commanders in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Clear, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The
Commanders set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Mariota now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No look there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Opposite. Green.
It's 3rd down.
Check.
To the air on 3rd and long. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are stopped a little inside the 30.
Mariota's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here.
Get right here.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Ready. Ready, team. What's it? Ready.
Right again. And he's not going to get the first. He needed real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Ready.
They run again with Wright. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready, team. What's it?
Here's a give for Wright. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Ready, team. Wait.
Now run with Wright. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Jefferson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11.
Dolphins 24, Commanders 13.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1.
Ready. Cut.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's third.
Shotgun now on third down. He lofts it deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Deebo Samuel the touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
He keeps this one himself. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Normally, that's a play that works for him, but that time, maybe better off letting it go on the option.
Yeah, I think so, Kate. You wouldn't believe how fast in real time you got to make that decision. It is a split second, truly a split second decision, and that time not the right one for the quarterback.
So just before the 2-minute warning, they're going to try to get it back with this onside kick. And the Dolphins get on that football. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. We are to the 2-minute warning in Madrid. Dolphins leading by 5. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Go ahead.
Here's a give inside to right. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
37-yard line.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Here he is to throw. This finds its target. That's Hill. And that should clinch the win for the Dolphins. That's enough for a first down.
16 yards.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Drip. Ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. All right, go ahead. Go, go, go. Ready.
Running behind center with White. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
13 yards.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, and they can be powerful blockers. It can make a huge difference in a run game.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. They're going to call their final timeout here. Just 9 seconds to go.
At the 6-yard line.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Gives to right. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
He was brought down at the 4.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for Brock Huard and everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say hasta luego from Madrid.